Good morning, good afternoon, and if you're watching this late at night, good evening. This video is about instructions for the French Revolution timeline poster project. We're going to try and make this video as fast as possible with some basic bits of information. All right, to get started, we're going to go to Microsoft Office 365. Here it is. I've got it up and running. Then I'm going to select Teams. Choose the way you want to get to Teams. When you get to Teams, you're going to find this assignment here. Now let me go back one step. I'm going to click Teams here, and then we're going to try to find our class as it opens up. Now, our class is already here. There's a ribbon. Now if we went back one level, we would have to scroll through our teams, find the team we want. Let's go with this class here. There's a ribbon, there's the channels. We're going to go to General Channel, and we can go then on these tabs across here. Post, Files, Class Notebook, More. Now the assignment will also be in Post, but we're going to look for the assignment in the Assignment section under the Assignments tab here. Now we can click on it here, and it will take us to the assignment. I already have it open here. This is what the assignment looks like for Student View. Okay, so there's some simple instructions here because the instructions are more clearly laid out in the Microsoft Word document here. Now you could click here and see what you have in this area, or we can click here and go down to the Word document. Also, if you are feeling like trying out Immersive Reader, you can click here and you can get Immersive Reader. Here we go.
Your task is to make a timeline poster of the French Revolution, including events from before the Revolution. The focus is on including possible causes of the French Revolution. Checklist. Your poster should include 8 to 10 events in total with bold titles and dates. Each event should have an image. Each event should have a quote with quotation marks and a source, which might be a last name, first name in brackets. Each event should be concluded with an open-ended question. A minimum of 5 events should be possible causes of the French Revolution. 5 images could be cut and paste computer printed, but 5 images should be hand illustrated or hand colored. Underscore.
Okay, so you get the idea that you can use Immersive Reader to also show you elements of the instruction. In this section of the instructions, there's a checklist of parts you need for your project. In this section, there's hints to the rubric, which we can go find the actual rubric, but this shows you a summary of how you'll be marked. On page 2, there's some possible ideas to get you started and doing some research on the topic of the French Revolution. Down below that, we've got an example of some ideas to help you get started on the French Revolution timeline poster project. The focus of this timeline is to look at the causes, the events that were before the French Revolution that led up to the French Revolution that could be possible causes of the French Revolution. After I finish looking at this Word document, I can hit close here and go back to this view here. From this view of the assignment, I can scroll down to the very bottom, and at the very bottom is where you'll find the Rubrics tab. I can click here to bring up the rubric. Let's take a look at Criteria A for an example of the rubric. Uses some terminology accurately and appropriately at level 3 and 4. 5 and 6 uses a range of terminology accurately and appropriately. And level 7 and above consistently uses a wide range of terminology effectively. Let's go down and take a look at A2. Demonstrates adequate knowledge and understanding of content and concepts through satisfactory descriptions of explanations and examples. Now criteria B is about questions. Notice the part about relevance, which could be translated, or a synonym would be importance and significance. Are the questions important? Are the questions significant? That's a key factor. But also, are the questions open versus closed? Down here in criteria C, it's a poster project, so does your poster communicate effectively? Okay, this section sums up how you'll be evaluated here. Did you choose quotes with important facts, terms, and details in the timeline? Questions. Can you construct open-ended questions? Can you construct interesting questions, important questions? Can you make connections in your questions to current events, significance, and other relevance? Communication. Does your poster communicate well? Visually. Is your timeline well organized? Clear. Are the words large enough for a poster? Can the text be read from a distance? Okay, some of the elements that you should include in your timeline would be a bold title of the idea, event, or issue that you want to put onto your timeline, also a date to go with that, also something visual, a visual image to go with it. Then you'll also want to have a quote to go with that event and an open-ended question to go with that event. In summary, your task is to make a timeline poster of the French Revolution, including events from before the Revolution. These events would be possible causes of the French Revolution. Your poster should include 8 to 10 events with a total, 8 to 10 events in total. Your event should have bold titles and dates. Each event should have an image. Each event should have a quote with quotation marks and a source, which could be a last name, comma, first name in brackets. If you cannot find the name, you could use the organization or the title of the textbook. Each event should be concluded with an open-ended question. A minimum of 5 events should be possible causes of the French Revolution. It could be more. It could be all your events. It could be events from before the French Revolution happened. 5 images could be cut and paste, computer printed, but 5 images should be hand illustrated or hand colored. Now, remember, if you have any questions, you can also email me. You know my email address, or you can also get a hold of me in the team chat function. The team chat function is located where I'm wiggling the mouse cursor over here, and you can chat with me there to ask me questions about the project. If you have some questions about the project, make sure you ask specific questions. Like, I read this part of the assignment, the instructions, and I don't understand this section. I'd be happy to answer your questions. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great night.